Hi and good day to all of you. Thank you for joining today's free online lesson. Before we get started, I am Nur Akila, the application engineer here. The application engineer here at Acad system. I hope that you can see my shared screen. Right now, I open my Inventor. Okay, before that, I want to admit participant first. Okay, hi, hello. I am Nur Akila, and together with me today, we are going to take a look at presentation file and exploded view drawing within Inventor software. Okay, as you know, a presentation file lets you tell a story of how an assembly model is put together or taken apart. Okay, the agenda of today's lesson is we are going to explore how we can tweak or move the component within a presentation file. And then we are going to explore how we can combine the cameras to provide the best view of your model during the presentation. And we will also explore different methods for publishing your presentation in formats such as raster image, videos, or even drawing views, so that your team member or your customers can see the work you have been building and collaborate with you. Oops. Once again, thank you everyone for joining today. So without further ado, let's me start. Now, as you can see here, I open my assembly model, which is the quadcopter drone model. I bet we all know here knows well what drone is. Okay, drone is an application used in military, agriculture, surveillance, and so on lah. So what I'm going to do now is to import this model in my presentation file. So in my quick access toolbar, I click on new file, and then I'm going to use the metric templates. And when I scroll down, I can see the presentation here. The presentation is the full file that you can create in Inventor. So I will use the standard MM and click create. Alright, now the insert window asks me to open the assembly file. So this is the assembly file. I want you to note that to create presentation, Inventor only allow you to use the assembly file. So if you have created an assembly model in SolidWorks or any other 3D software, you need to convert the model to Inventor assembly first. Only then you can use the assembly model in here. So as you can see, the file type, you only can use the IAM, which is the Inventor assembly. Okay, now I select my model and then I click open. Okay, now my model is open in my presentation environment. Before I start, let me walk you through the user interface of this presentation file. So in this presentation environment, firstly is the presentation tab. Okay, here is the ribbon. So you can see the workshop panel, the component panel, camera, drawing, and also publish. Okay. And then on your left, you can see the model tree. On your right is you can see the snapshot panel. Okay. This you can dock or undock. Okay. If you want it to be here, you can see. If you want to move it in the browser, you can move it. Okay, it's up to you how you want to place your tab. Okay, and then in the below, you will see the storyboard panel. Okay, now there is a timeline where everything that you create in presentation will show up here in the storyboard. So you can create your storyboard, you can rename and all. And also you can enlarge and enlarge it. Okay. Okay, now we are ready to look at how we can create the presentation of this drone. So as you know, presentation file essentially tells us a story about how something is taken apart or put back together. It is really useful to make assembly instructions so that people that you are collaborating with can understand how you assemble that model. So please take note that there is an associated link between the model in the presentation part and in the part file. So let's, for example, if you make a change to the propeller here, if I make a change to this propeller, I change the diameter a little bit bigger, and then in my presentation, it will update. Okay, all right. Now let's begin with the first is I want to create a tweak component, okay, for the presentation. So, wait, okay. Tweak represent component movement or rotation, okay. You can move, you can make the presentation moving or rotate. Tweak will create a trail line in an exploded view that show the relationship of the component to the assembly. You will use this tool a lot, okay. You will use this tool a lot in creating a presentation file. The first component that I want to disassemble is the propeller, these 4 propellers. All right. Logically, propeller is a component that can be rotated at its place, right? So I will create a movement. So I will move this upward. At the same time, it will rotate. So what I go, there are 2 options that you can do is you can click on tweak component and then select the object, or you can right click on your screen and then select tweak component, and then you need to select your part, which part that you want to tweak. And then this, you can see this mini toolbar that you can move around. Okay, and then right in here we will see on the type, there are 2 types, which is move and rotate. It is currently unavailable because I have not select any part yet. And then we will also see the duration, which is I can set any duration if I want to. Okay, all right. So first, I want to select this first propeller. And then now, as you can see that the move and rotate is now available. And then for now, I want to move. So as I click on the part, you will see the UCS appear. So this tree, it will allow you to select which movement that you want to create. For example, for this propeller, I want to create upward. So I need to select this arrow facing downward. And then once I click on that, you will see a box that asks me to enter the distance. Okay. And if I move this arrow up and down, you can see that the distance is changed accordingly. So I want this propeller to move upward for about -10. Alright. To create tweak component, you can create one by one, or you can create all together. So for me to save time, I will create all 4. So what I do is I click on, I tekan my shift button and then select another 3 propeller. Okay. Oh, before that, I will repeat. Delete this first, and then okay, tick component. I click this. Okay, to select the other three popular, you cannot move your tweet yet. You must select first, and then only then you move, so that you can see the difference. Okay, later I just move this one, and then this, when I select this three, it's still on the position. So when I select first and then move, you can see the difference now. So for now, I will enter -10. So I want it to move upward for -10 distance. And then for the duration, I will just set it as default. For any other setting, I will use the default setting, and then I click on the check button. Okay, so as you see here on my storyboard, it's now create 4 propeller tweet, which is, you can see this symbol is for tweet move. Okay, and for now, as I wish it to be rotate, so I will click another tweet. Okay, click tweet, and then select this for propeller. Okay, and then now I need to change my type to rotate. Okay, if I you can see the UCS, the difference of the UCS, and then for the rotate, it asks me to which axis angle that I want. So there are 3. I want you to note that you have to know where you want to rotate. So for this propeller, logically it will rotate on this. Okay, I will use this. So the dash line is the direction of where you can rotate it. So as my propeller, I will use this axis. Okay, and then now it asks me to insert the angle. So it gives me in radian. I will use in degree. Okay, and now you can see that if I select all 4, I will rotate all propeller in this one UCS. So I made a mistake, and then I will just cancel this. And then for now, I will create rotate tweak for 1 by 1 propeller. So select this propeller first, and select rotate, and select this link, so that I enter the value for angle, degree, and then for the duration, I just use the 3 seconds and check. And if you notice that in our timeline, you will see this. You will see this. You can double click to open it, or you can just expand this. Okay. So now I have 2 tweak components, which is the move and the rotate. So if I play the animation, you can see that only this will rotate and move. Okay. And I kind of want that as it moves upward, it will rotate at the same time. So in our timeline, you can actually drag or edit this, and you can also position it. So I want this to be the same. So I will click on this, rotate, and just drag it to the left. Okay. So when I play, you can see that it moves, and at the same time it rotates. So logically is how the propeller works lah. So I will repeat for the 3 other propeller. Okay, I can click on this propeller and right click component and rotate. So for this, if you want to see the view, you can just rotate or pan or zoom in to see the better view. So for this view, for the rotate, I will use this. Okay, I will use this axis, and then insert the 360 degree so that it will rotate 360. And then just click OK. See here, if I expand this, you can see that it creates on the same timeline. So for the next, okay, I will repeat. Right click here, click component, rotate, and then select this and 360. So you can see if I enter the value for angle, you can see the preview of the rotation so that I select the correct edges. Okay, same goes to this. Click component, rotate, select this. You can see the line represent the angle, the direction. Okay, 360 degree. Okay. Alright. Now you see here, you can just adjust this. Okay. You can just adjust this by clicking on which tweak component that you want to adjust. And then just adjust. Okay, when I go back to the beginning and I play the animation, you can see now that my propeller is neat. Okay, for the duration, you can edit. Okay, you can double click and then here for duration, if you don't want it to be short, you can just enter the duration for 5 seconds, for example. Okay, or you can select all by clicking clicking shift and then edit time. So here I want 5 seconds and it will change for all. Okay, again when I play the animation for 5 seconds, you can see the preview. Okay, if I want to make a change for the tweak, I can click on which tweak that I want to make a change. And then I can right click on that and then edit tweak. So here I can edit the distance. Alright. Okay. Okay. Next is I will show you the trail. As when I play on this, you can see a blue trail, blue line. This is called trail. The trail is actually show the path of your tweak component. Alright. Actually, the trail you can set visible or invisible. Okay. Let's say if I go back to the end of the presentation, you see this blue trail. Okay, you can turn off or turn on its visibility. So for example, if I want to turn off this trail for only this propeller, I can right click on the part and then hide full trail so that it's only hide the particular trail that I select. And then if you want to turn it on back, you can right click and then show full trail. Okay, there's one way. Another way is you can hide. You can hover around the trail line itself. Okay, for example, if I click on this, you can see that it highlight all 4, right? And then when I right click, and you can see the hide trail segment. Okay, there are 2 options, current or group. If I select group, it will hide all the highlighted trail. And then if I want to turn it on back, I can right click on my graphic area and then show all trail. Okay. Okay, if I use the current instead, I will just hide the current. So the current same goes to if you click on the part lah. Okay, that is about the trail. Okay. This is where you create the tweak component. The trail is create. And then if you want to set before creating this, you can click tweak. For example, I want to tweak this. I want to move I want to move upward. For example, here you can see the drop down option here as default is in all component. And here you can set no trail so that when you create the tweak component, you can see there is no trail in here. Okay, that is for one of the example lah. Alright. Next is okay, now I finish with the first storyboard. Let's say I want to create another storyboard for this brushless motor. So you can create as many as tweak component for all of your assembly by in one storyboard, or you can simply separate it by part. Okay, for example, if the storyboard 1 you want to separate the propeller, and then for the brushless motor you want to separate it you want to use another storyboard, you can create them. Okay. Okay. In my case, I want to create a tweak component on this brushless motor by creating a new storyboard. So here you can create new storyboard from here, from presentation tab, or you can simply click on the plus button. Okay, both ways give the same thing lah. So as I click on the plus button, new storyboard dialog box is appear. Here you can see the storyboard type. There are two options, clean and start from end. Clean is where you want to create the new storyboard from zero. So that all the default setting from the previous storyboard 1, when you create in storyboard 2, will back to default lah. So in my case, I want to start from end previous, which is I want to start creating tweak component here from this end previous. Okay. So here I select start from end of previous. Storyboard name, you can rename it if you want to. Okay, I will just click OK. And now you can see that a new storyboard 2 is created and a blank timeline here. Okay, let's move and create the storyboard for these two. For this brushless motor, you can just click here. So for the brushless motor, I want to create a movement tweak. I will just select all for brushless motor and then go to tweak component, select move, make sure you on the move type, and then select this. I want to move upward, select this around this distance. Okay, if you can move your view to see the orientation. All right. So for the second storyboard, I will use no trail so that it will not overlap with the trail that I've created for the propeller. Okay, for the duration, I will use 3 seconds. And then, all right. Here, you can see that there is no trail for the brushless motor. And you can see here under storyboard, you can see the component added, right? And also for this. In here also you can edit the tweak if you want to edit the distance, or you want to edit the time, the duration for the tweak. You can also do that on this timeline. Alright. Okay, right now I want to play all storyboard. I need to jump to my storyboard 1. And then here behind the play button, you need to select play or storyboard. And you can see now the animation for the presentation file. Okay, it moves and rotate the propeller, and then it moves upward the brushless motor. So that's how the propeller assemble on the brushless motor from the body. So in presentation file, you can use these tools to show your team member how you assemble your model, right? Okay, now I have 2 storyboard. Here I can rename it. For example, here I want to rename as this is propeller remove. And then for the storyboard 2, I want to rename it as brushless motor remove. Right? So that I can give a clearer view which storyboard is I'm on. Okay. Alright, now I have added the tweak component. Okay. I'm not gonna tweak all component because I only have 30 minutes. Okay. And then let's move on the next, which is we will look at the capture camera. Okay. As you can see that if I play my presentation, you can see it is boring, a bit boring presentation. So in this presentation, actually you can add capture camera, which you can view on any specific area or specific place, and then you add the camera. Okay, for example, that for the first storyboard, now I move back to my home, and then I want to move. I want to view the popular moving out from here, for example. Okay, I need to select. Okay, and for example, I want to view it from from its position, and it started to move up. For here, for example, and then when my slider in here and I'm at the right, at my view that I want, I click capture camera, and then when I click, you can see the camera is added on the timeline. Right? When I play this video, you can see that I move. You can see the preview of the camera. Okay, you can add more. Okay, you can add any specific. If you disassemble this, you can add here. You can add camera from bottom of the view. It's up to you. It's up to your presentation. Okay. For example, for the camera, also you can toggle this. You can drag this to as the same, so that when I play, you can see the camera zoom in a bit longer. Right. Now for the first camera on the first storyboard is I have created, and then for the second, I want to view this okay, for example, like I want to view this at this view. For example, zoom in, and then I'm at the I select this, and then just add capture camera. And you can see that the camera is added. This you can also edit. Okay, you can move it around if you want to the video start from 0 part 1. Okay, you can add them. Okay, for the component is also you can move. If you don't want to start from 0, you can move it here. Then when you play, you can see the difference. Right? Alright. So this is my perspective how I add the video. As I don't have much time to show you all the disassemble model, so I will just show you how you can create them, right? And then we're done with the camera view. Okay, you can see here new snapshot view. Snapshot view is actually Inventor capture the specific view, and then you can use the snapshot view in your drawing view. Okay, for example, if you want to view, for example, like if I move this slider and I want to view it from here, and then okay, and then when I'm ready, I can click new snapshot view, or I can right click on this and then create new. And then you can see here on the snapshot view panel, I have created view 1. So view 1, this you can also rename it. So let's say I want to rename it prop remove also. Okay, you can add another snapshot for brushless motor. For example, like I want to view it on here. Okay, you can click snapshot and it will create it for you. And then you can rename it. This I want to rename as brushless motor remove. Okay, and here you can see this blue arrow is where you took the snapshot. Okay, and then the snapshot view you can edit it. Okay, you can double click on it and it will change the environment to the edit view. Okay, this is actually the edit view for the snapshot view. If you want to make change for the tweak component or anything on the environment, you can do that. And then when you finish the view, your snapshot view will update. Okay, and also from here, from the snapshot view, you can also publish to raster image. Okay, for publishing or for marketing team, for example, like you want to sell from this view, and then you want for the raster image, it actually allows you to remove the background. Okay, for example, like I on this prop remove and I go to raster, and you can see this publish raster image dialog box. Here the current view for default as default. Okay, you can also select view, which you select this any of your view, and then the publish scope will this, or you want to publish to all view also can. So for now I want to select the view, and then for the image resolution I want to add I want to change to 300 for the high quality. And then under output is where the file location where you want to save the image. And then for the file format, you can also make a change on it. Okay. And then don't forget to check on the transparent background. Okay, when I click OK, and then when I find my prop remove here, you can see that the background is black, which it only remove the background. It only see the model. Okay. Alright, that is for the raster image for background remove. Now that we have learned how to create also presentation, let's take a minute and look how we can publish into video or raster image. From here, you can also publish the raster image for snapshot, or you can publish video. Okay, we will take a look at the first publish to video. Okay. Okay, when I play it again, you can see when I play all the storyboard. Okay, you can publish the video. Alright, so that others can see how you make the presentation. So as I click on this publish video, you can see the same dialog box as raster. In here, publish scope, you can also select the current storyboard. If you want to publish the video for this only, you can set this current storyboard. Or in here, I want to publish from the start to the end, so that I will create a video, a full story of this assemble. Okay, so I select all storyboard, and then I click reverse, so that it will show the reverse disassemble. And then for the video resolution, I will just use this default. For the frame rate, the highest frame rate, the good video lah you can create, right? This you can play around, you can test it by yourself. And then for the output, I will just use this. And then I will use desktop for my file location. And then for the file format, I will use AVI file and click OK. And then the video compressor is a video compressor dialog box appear. And then here, I want to select Microsoft Video 1. For the compressor, you can test it by yourself to see the difference, right? For the compression quality, you can set it as you want, and then I click OK. So you can see that the published video progress. Okay, as I click on the reverse so that you can see it show the reverse disassemble. Okay, when the video is done, you can see the video. Okay, now it is done and it show you where the video take place. Okay, example here. So here you can see reverse. If you don't want to make a presentation reverse, you don't have to click on the reverse here. Okay. So that is for the video. For the raster image, same. You can publish raster image from selected view, which is from the only you select, or you can publish all view, which it will publish image for all snapshot view lah. And then the setting is also same. Okay. Right. And then from the presentation, you can also create a drawing view so that you can show your client the exploded view. So here I have this. If you have a complete exploded view, it must be okay lah. And then if you want to create that, you can create a drawing view. Alright, let me save this first. Save. Okay. And then I will just select my template. Okay. Now it plays my drawing view. So here for the presentation view, you can choose which snapshot that you want to publish on the drawing view lah. So if I change to crop, you can see the view. If you have a complete exploded view and then you take a snapshot on that, you can see the one by one how the model is disassembled, right? And then you can place it same as if you know how to do drawing. For the scale, you can scale it. Okay, it's a bit bigger. Okay, you can place it here, for example. And then if you're done, you can shaded and hidden line. And then for the display, I want to display the tangent edges and interference edges. Once I have done, I can click OK. So that it show the exploded view drawing lah in here. And you can show this to your client. And not just that, you can also add a bit of material. You can also add the balloon. Okay. You can do that on your own. As for the conclusion, this tool, the presentation tool, helps you to present your product to customer or to your team lah. Okay, via a video or a raster image. Which a view of an assembly is exploded and can be animated. So it will animated in video. And what's more is you can create documentation, which is the drawing view. You can make a documentation out of it. based on the exploded view or based on the snapshot view. So I hope you can learn from today's topic and put into practice. So go ahead and try it by yourself and see how it can help you in the future. Okay. So if you are new here, I see that there are 1 or 2 that have joined us before. So if you are new here, you can go to our website, acadsystem.com. Acad Systems with the S, okay, .com. And you will see our website here. You can read a little bit about us. And then you can see the latest promotion or news from us. And then if you scroll down, you can see the latest online workshop that we conduct. So for tomorrow, we have Inventor nesting utilities. If you are interested in joining, you can join this by clicking on the fire. And it will open up to the page, to this page, and fill in your RSVP here to lock your seat lah. Okay. So this inventor nesting is good for CAD engineers that require to arrange cutting pattern before sending off to manufacturer. So if you are from the sheet metal designer background, furniture design, you can join this FOF, field analysis, and learn with us. Okay. And then also, if you don't have Autodesk software, you actually can use trial version. Okay, you can go to helpdesk this. You can go to FAQ, and then you can click on download and install Autocad and Autodesk trial version here. In here, we have tell the how to install it, the step by step, and then for you to use the trial version, you need to be aware with the license compliance. As for the trial, it only gives you 30 days to use the software. And then before your trial period is over, you need to uninstall it. Okay? Or later you will get in trouble. Okay, so here how to download. You can read it. You can download the software from here. And then if you have any question about today's lesson, or you want to have a training, a class with us, Autocad Basic or Inventor Basic Essential, you can have a live chat with us. Okay, and our available team will respond to you immediately. Or you can fill in the form, or you want to buy Autodesk software, you can ask them lah for the quotation. Right. And also, if you want to view, you want to watch our previous FOL, you can find us on our YouTube. Here we have this. We have covered various topic. Okay, you can learn with various software lah. We have AutoCAD, we have Plan 3D, we have Inventor, we have Revit, we have Vision 360. All the topic that you want to learn, you can find it in our YouTube channel. So you can subscribe and like our video. Okay. So there is no question. Let me record the participant first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Alright. So that is all for me today. Thank you everyone. Thank you Ali, CCW, Faris Hisham, Muhammad Zam, Maiman Ki, Muhammad Haikal, Faris Hisham, and thank you all for joining me today. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Have a nice day and Assalamualaikum. Bye bye.